I have to create in all facets. Like, it's like an addiction.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes I get dressed and I'm like, man, like, these is gonna be on my tonight.
When you're not engaging yourself creatively,
Yeah.
then mischief is introduced.
I feel like mischief is always introduced into my life.
Okay.
Whether or not I've been channeling the right places. You don't remember when my ex-girlfriend bit my leg?
No.
You don't remember that? Willington, you remember that? I was performing at a Conscience concert and then she bit my leg.
What did you do?
What did you, what, I got bit. All right, I was talking to some other shorty, la, 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 but that's not besides the point. I was in the right jurisdiction to do that. I say that to say this.
What?
That the industry will test you. I was used to her doing some crazy stuff. It's just that now I got caught on camera and now the industry got involved. And once the public gets involved, that's really a test. So I had to actually test myself and figure out if I like it or I love it.
Being bitten on the leg?
Oh, I love it. Ah. The Hogwarts music.
He thinks I'm a nerd.
Nah, you
and the way he said it was not in the best way. I was trying to explain to him about like Harry Potter and Dumbledore, like the actor that passed on 2 weeks back, and how I was really bummed out, and he was like, "What?" He just looked at me like, "This chick is kind of weird."
Nah, I just didn't know you was that nerdy.
You know what? This is episode 10.
Mm-hmm.
So let's cheers to that.
Cheers to episode 10. You're going crazy, Flo.
Thank you. We're at 1,112 subscribers. That's amazing. So
shout out to 1,000 subscribers.
Shout out to all of you guys. You're amazing. And we've got Barak.
Oh, we started. Hey, we got Barak Jacuzzi.
Yeah, you think I was going to tell you? Yeah. I never tell people when we start. Because after that, they start acting.
Yeah, it's true. Weird. It's true. They act brand new.
Look nice.
You too. Thank you. I had to put on my Sunday's best. Feel me?
I know. I was asking you about like your the jeans and the guy that you told me he makes it from scratch.
Yeah, from scratch. I'm gatekeeping, but he goes crazy.
No, you have to tell me.
He goes crazy.
You have to tell me.
I'll tell you.
Yeah.
But you know what? Should we tell the people? Should we just let it out the bag? I feel like I'm doing a disservice to his black-owned business.
Are you gonna regret
by
it? By gatekeeping.
I will regret it, but
you're supporting.
It's not. Yeah. You know, I'll also regret not letting him get his dollars up.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
The guy who made these pants, his name is Lost on Racks. If you look him up on Instagram, Lost on Racks.
This is so
and he makes it all from scratch. It's crazy, man. He's like, I'm addicted to his swag right now.
He did this as well?
He, I don't know if he made it or he just thrifted it, but he sold it to me with the pants. He was like, yo, you need this with the pants. Like, it came together. Like,
really cool.
And I didn't even want to wear it with the, because I was like, it's a crop top. Like, he was like, no, put a t-shirt under it. Like, he pretty much styled me.
Whoa.
Yeah. I don't even know his real name. We just like,
we're
like Instagram besties. Lost on Racks.
Lost on Racks.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, even that name's
I
super
know, right? Swagged out for sure.
Yeah. We were talking earlier, and I was just thinking the thing that truly stands out to me when I think of Barak, when I think of you, is creativity. I mean, clearly, you know, but just when I was doing a little bit of like trying to find out, you know, what you're about, that's the thing that like stood out to me. Yeah, creativity. I'm a creative as well. Obviously in a different way. If I try to rap, I would embarrass myself for 10,000 years. So I'm not gonna do that.
We got ghostwriters for that, you know.
So I can just like pretend.
You just sit there, pull an Ice Spice, twerk a little bit.
Actually, Ice Spice.
You know Ice Spice.
Okay,
come on.
Yeah. And I've got the red hair, so that could work.
Put a little Ice Spice. You know, there's many ways nowadays.
Yeah.
But definitely don't write it yourself.
No. By the way, I wanted to ask, are you fully in control of like your brand and how it looks?
Yeah, of course, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I have a brand management team under Ace, but I'm the mastermind for sure. If I do something crazy, they'll call me and be like, "Yo, what is this?" And then I'll tell them this is that, and then they'll be like, XYZ. This it can't be that for XYZ reasons, and then maybe we'll negotiate if I had to take it down or replace it with something more family friendly. But other than that, nah, I just do whatever comes to my head.
With creatives, we're highly motivated by new like experiences. Oops. No, pick it up.
Damn, Willington was about to hang up on her ass.
Just say yes.
Damn, Willington.
It was like,
that nigga said click. Damn. Okay.
We're highly motivated by experiences of novelty.
Yeah.
In that case, I was thinking, personally, when I don't engage creatively, I almost become miserable.
Yeah. Like in any sense.
In any sense.
Yeah.
I start thinking about life almost like an existential crisis. I'm
Yeah.
like, shit, what is my purpose?
Yeah.
Do you feel that as
Yeah,
well?
absolutely, absolutely. I have to create in all facets. Like it's like an addiction.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I get dressed and I'm like, man, like these is gonna be on my tonight because it's like I just like I enjoy like I really do enjoy like expressing like, self-expression
Yeah.
through it, like music, radio. You know, there's so many ways to self-express yourself. Even the way we was talking about gaming or like where you had the Hogwarts background music playing. Yo, and I can't see had Hogwarts background music playing. I thought I was like, is there a spooky owl in here? What's going on? But you know,
He came here, he was so apprehensive. Like,
nah, because I'm just like, are you about to cast a spell? Like, is this like a precursor to some juju? Yeah. But when I pulled up, you had a little vibe going on. It was because of your self-expression. That's you expressing yourself. When you explained it, you were like, I'm a big fan of Harry Potter. Then you went on to a long tangent to explain yourself about Harry Potter. But it's about self-expression.
Yeah.
So, and I feel like that's what, expression and creativity is all about because it doesn't have to be like artistry. It could be you expressing yourself in the things you like background music or whatever. But
Yeah.
so for me, I do the same thing. Like for me, I like to express myself from my socks.
Yeah.
Well, these are just
okay, but they kind of match with the whole vibe too.
just a little rather, this, I don't even know. I don't know. What's this?
This is Rick
Is that Rick and Morty?
Yeah.
Okay, but it's kind of like an abstract painting of him.
No, it's just a. Who is this? This is
Not
Morty?
abstract. Yeah, that's Morty.
Yeah, he's just looking at us like that.
Damn, Rick.
Damn, Rick. So.
We had ordered a little razzle dazzle, you know what I'm saying? But this isn't alcoholic.
No, it's not.
And it's not a soda. Shout out to Sprite and Smirnoff. We love you.
Look at us just like
mid podcast. And we're back.
Cheers. When you're not engaging yourself creatively,
yeah.
Even I get feelings of worthlessness.
Yeah.
Like it's like, what am I doing with my life? And then mischief is introduced. You know, because you're not channeling the right energy in the right place. Mm-hmm. Do you feel the same way?
I feel like mischief is always introduced into my life.
Okay.
Whether or not I've been channeling the right places. So, yeah, I feel you.
Really?
I feel you. Yeah. I always feel like I need a little bit of mischief in my daily activity. Just to,
Do you have the proclivity to, just be a little bit mischievous naturally? Have you always been like that?
Willington, what does productivity mean? What did you say? What?
No, proclivity.
Proclivity.
Yeah.
What is that?
Maybe leaning naturally towards a certain thing.
Yeah. I definitely lean naturally towards mischief.
Yeah?
And not mischief that are bad, but I like adventure.
Okay.
I like
curious?
the unknown.
Yes.
I like being curious. I like being spontaneous. And that usually kind of goes down into mischief, at the end of the day. So I enjoy those things.
Okay.
Yeah. I just don't like predictability.
Right. So monotonous, that's not what
Yeah,
you like.
no. Let's switch it up.
When it comes to discipline, yeah. When I was younger, I would look at it like a dirty word because it's almost like you do the things that are boring first, forgoing the fun. Right?
Yes.
That's what I used to think.
Yes.
And then obviously when I got older, I realized, actually discipline is basically an agreement with yourself.
Yes.
Of what you're supposed to do.
Yes.
It's just as simple as that.
Yeah.
But we know simple is not easy all the time.
Yeah.
And say if I started a painting and I started drawing, I'll be excited, and then at some point I'd almost get bored of it because I want to start something new.
Yeah.
Because it's exciting starting something new.
Yeah.
So how do you stay disciplined in whatever you're doing, especially creatively?
For me, it's like a job at the end of the day. So as much as fun as it is, as much as creativity and how much it, tickles my pickle, it answers the certain itch that I had. I know at the end of the day it's a job. So I have to finish whatever I started. Now, whether or not that's a song that I started writing today and after 10 minutes I just started scrolling on Instagram again, or it's a gig that I got to go to. But if it's a song, like if I know there's a deadline, then it'll get done, however long it takes. Whether or not I procrastinated the whole time and I write the song 2 hours before I got to go to the studio or what. But so at the end of the day, I treat it like a job, And that's why I was saying earlier, sometimes you lose love for like the music because it started as fun, but then it ends up being a job.
Yeah.
And then so when it turns into a job, then you kind of find other things, kind of like like let's say if you're dating somebody and it was fun at first, then it turns to a job, you kind of start low key trying to find a new side piece, you know. So, and it's not because you don't love the person that you was with originally, but now that it turned into what it didn't really necessarily was supposed to be, it kind of complicates things. So for entertainment, I treat it like a job, because if you don't, you might, lose a lot of the blessings that were given to you. So yeah, that's how I get through that.
Yeah, I want to talk about like the music aspect of it, and not even necessarily music in itself, but that passion that you started off like it was a fire.
Yeah.
You talked about it.
Yeah.
It's like a fire. That's the thing with purpose, is that it's this given thing that it's inside. It's like a fire burning, and you either express it through your actions into the world so that it manifests, or it dims down and it almost becomes like a stone. Like, I think of it as an unsung song in that regard.
No, I feel that. I look at it as like it's either you like it or you love it, because people do it because they like it, but they only stick with it if they love it. And so like that's the difference between a lot of the people in the industry. Like, I can look at a lot of people and I can tell they just like it. Like, they just like the lights, the fame,
the trinkets that come
with it, but they don't really love it to stick with it. Like, somebody that I know loves this shit, Boutros, he loves it. Like, we started in this game together, and he's not light years ahead of me, but he's vastly at a different part in his musical career than I am, because of his love for music. And not saying that I don't love it, but I can tell when somebody loves something more than myself, even. And for me, I love it. That's why I go away, go back, go away, and I'm trying to figure out how much I love it. Like, I know I love it. I'm trying to find out how much.
It's testing you,
yeah, it's really testing me. So right now I'm at a part in my life where I'm trying to actually answer that question if I really love it. Because if I don't, then I'll go do something else.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to find love.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
What exactly about it did you love?
Well, I mean, when I first started, just the creativity of just letting out your thoughts on a platform of musical standings was
without even
interesting.
getting anything back.
Yeah. But then it comes with so much other stuff. Like, I started having some drama, some beef. It comes with a lot of other beasts that they don't tell you on the first day of school. So that's the differentiates if you like it or love it. And fortunately for me, I love a lot of things in the entertainment scene. So I don't have to just be a rapper all day. I can go do a whole different side of entertainment on a professional level that a lot of people can't. So I was lucky and blessed enough with that talent. But I still love music, and I'm still trying to figure out if I really love it. So, but I know I do, and we'll find out. You never have to have the answers today.
No.
I've always been a big fan of like small goals, small wins. So like, you never have to answer the whole thing. You never have to read the whole book.
Yeah.
Just get one page done.
Yeah.
And you straight. Even just read the name of the chapter. I'll call that a win.
Yeah.
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 That's.
I mean, as long as the next day you're doing something
Exactly.
more than before.
Small steps. Small steps.
Yeah. When are you at your best emotionally when you create? Because you've heard, obviously, we know about this whole tortured artist thing, and we almost like there's a romance to it, which I don't personally agree with. Like, what's his name? Vince Van Gogh, right? The guy was really disturbed. And he made his greatest works when I think he was losing his mind.
I hear that all the time, and people always tell me like, when I'm talking to people and I'm sad or something, I'm like, yo, I'm real sad, blah blah blah, XYZ. They're like, yo, you should go make a song. And I've never been good at making music when I'm sad. Like, I have to be like either mad or happy. But like sad or depressed. And I'm only making music if I'm happy, because I'm happy and I can get like I usually make party music. So that's usually my style, is just making happy songs. But if I'm mad, I can make music because like I really I really thrive on my haters. Like I do this shit for my haters. Like, people
You're proving them something.
Like it motivates me. Like, it really motivates me. And like, so when I'm mad, I can make a lot of like really good songs just because I'm so competitive, and I really love shitting on my haters. Like, I love it. Like, I be in the gym and I'm working out and I'm thinking about specific people that are my haters.
Yeah.
Like, for real. I've told some people about it. They're like, I don't think that's healthy. I'm like, I don't care, because it works for me.
Yeah.
So that's how but I know a lot of people, they like, I hear stories, or I hear like, people when they're talking about a song, like, yeah, I was in a bad place. I was so sad. I made this song about my ex-girlfriend who left me for my best friend who ended up fucking my mom. And it's just like, wow, I could never be able
do that.
to make music in that state of mind.
Yeah.
So I think for different strokes for different folks.
I personally, I have to be in the right state of
Yeah.
mind. So this one time I tried to edit and I don't know, there was a lot of confusion in my mind and I just couldn't.
So you can't
I
create
can.
when you're sad.
I can.
You can.
I can, but it's not my best because there's just a lot in my mind.
Yeah, I feel like it only works for certain people because
but
for
not-
me, I can't even.
If anything, maybe I'd use it as a distraction from what's going on in my life. So I pour in everything, but not necessarily in that state, and then I create. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel like I just go out and party.
Yeah.
I'll go party, I'll go host like 7 clubs that week, just go party crazy.
7.
Yeah, like
Wait, so in a weekend, how many gigs do you usually do?
depends if it's like a lit weekend or
Okay.
if it's Nairobi. Some weekends
it's
we got like 5 gigs in a weekend, or sometimes it's like 0 gigs. So, but on average, maybe like once a week. And then if it's like a bit like this weekend, like not this weekend, but Oktoberfest is coming up. So that weekend I'll probably have like maybe 3 in a night or in a weekend.
So with the nightlife and work ethic, I mean, you can see like where you have to really strike a balance.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
Luckily for me, it's not really like a difference. Like my work life is the nightlife. So there really isn't a balance because it kind of all coincides.
Okay.
And so for me, it works because I don't like to be at work and not be able to drink or not be able to smoke or not be able to yell or not be able to cuss, not be able to take my shirt
Yo.
off and, sign and do lit shit. That's what I want to do. If I was working in the office, I'm trying to sign some. Like, I know it's breakfast, we having chai and tea and. You can't. Hey, Willington, can you edit that out?
I'm the one's editing it.
Oh yeah. Let's put them back to back.
This episode will have a disclaimer for sure.
Anywho,
Yes.
for me, it works for my personality because I'm not really like like the times I've had a 9 to 5, it really felt 9 to 5-ish. Like constraint is hell.
I can't do that.
Because when I did NRG, I only did the Saturday show, and I only did the Saturday show because I couldn't be at work Monday to Friday.
Yeah.
I tried for like a week,
Yeah.
and I was depressed.
Yeah.
I was depressed. I mean, I was terrible.
I remember when I came to NRG and you were there. He was making so much noise.
Me?
Like, do you know, we would know when exactly Barak would be in NRG because you just hear someone yelling, people laughing.
Yeah. I actually have a very.
And it was during COVID time too.
Yeah.
So you were just letting loose there.
Yeah. We were getting a lot of sleep during COVID.
Yeah.
So for me, it works well for me. But I see when people get into this nightlife, this industry, it kind of eats people up. I've seen it eat people up, and I guess I've just been blessed, by God to have a good level-headed shoulder, and an amount of balance that's like my turn-up level isn't destructive.
Okay.
I see people get drunk and like fucked up in the club. Like I get drunk and fucked up in the club too, but like we're on vastly 2 different platforms. Like, their drunk is like, diggy. Mine is more like, yo, baby, what's good? You trying to drop those numbers, and you know what I'm saying? Like it's much more functional.
Okay.
And so I think I just got lucky.
But how do you not get lost in that
Well,
nightlife? Because
when you do it so much, you can see, everything that glitters isn't gold.
And then the people who you're interacting with, they're not
I feel like a lot of people that get
as
lost.
genuine, I feel.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people that get lost in the sauce, they're kind of looking for something, right?
Yeah.
So for me, I got a good family base.
Okay.
I got a good friend base. I have a good self-awareness base. And those key factors kind of help you through a lot of things in life. If you don't have a good family, like, backing, you're going to feel real alone. You know, if you don't have a good sense of self, knowing yourself, you'll end up getting pulled into the most random scenarios with the most random people in the most random kitchens at 7 a.m.
Kitchens? How do you know about random kitchens?
You know.
Actually, I don't.
What?
I don't go out like that.
College?
Even then, I was super careful.
Well, I know a lot about kitchens because that's where the party's at. If you ever had an after party, the party's in the kitchen.
Oh, is it because of the food and everything?
Nah,
and
the kitchen is just where
Educate
the
me.
vibes is at. Like, the kitchen is where the vibes is at. If
I see.
you ever go to any house party,
which
go to the
have.
kitchen.
Yeah.
Just go to the kitchen. In Nairobi, it's so easy to get
Yeah.
sucked up into
Really
this
is, yeah.
demonic. I mean, it is just with Crystal, like, this will make me start wanting to preach. Like, Nairobi City is like it's very toxic.
Yeah.
So you got to just have a good head on your shoulders, and you got to be aware. You know, you got to hold yourself accountable.
Yeah.
And if you get too drunk all the time, people lose respect for you. People don't take you serious. People start talking about you, and the most, like like one of my biggest like flexes is that you'll never hear somebody talking bad about me, because like you can't take that away, you know. Because once people start talking bad about you, I mean, it's worse than stealing money from somebody. Like,
yeah, it is. I mean, reputation.
Reputation is everything.
Yeah, because that's your character, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's an intangible thing. You can't
really
pay for it.
Yeah, it's something that you know, you just keep adding on to it. You
Yeah.
know, you build your character and people start to trust you.
Yeah.
And then it's a bit tragic. You can do one thing.
Yeah, I'm about to say, you can have 100 people say good things. You have
then
2 people.
And that's taken
The
away.
1, maybe. The 2, oh, you're done.
Yeah, and then it spreads like
Yeah,
wildfire,
and the
isn't
2
it?
turn to 22 real quick.
Yeah, so you have to be really
Yeah,
careful
you
in
do.
that
You do.
sense.
And I feel like a lot of people that, you know, we see out here that make mistakes or that really aren't like the best when they're under the influence, it's probably not their 100th time doing it, but we've seen it once, too many.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's
like
true.
you can
There's
only
a
make
pattern
you
that
can
you
only
can-
make a first impression once.
Yeah.
And the second impression, that's what we think of you.
Yeah.
So,
Do you know what scares me?
exes. It's so scary. No, I'm just kidding. What scares you?
That threw me
Just a
off.
little joke. Just a little joke. Huh?
Stagnation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Say I've started this podcast and you know I'm doing really well and then you know the trinkets, right?
Yep.
You
Yep.
start seeing the
Yep.
fame and you start to grow, and then at some point you become comfortable in that growth or whatever it is that you've made, and then you stop growing because it's what you're saying. I don't know if you said it right here or you said it earlier, that you do things that people expect you to do, or even things that have worked in the past.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, is that we evolve as humans. Like the older you get, you should be growing, right? So stagnation is something that it's one of my fears.
Me too.
It really is, especially as a creative. It's like when you're stuck in a way of thinking. So how do you evolve as an artist? Because clearly you've done things in the past and that has worked out. Like for sure, I know if someone said Barak, he's an artist, yeah, you know the guy's really good.
Yeah.
But how do you not get stuck in that frame of comfortability, I guess?
I feel like I got stuck in that frame of comfortability a few times, and
I love that you're being honest.
you just gotta G-check yourself. You gotta G-check yourself and be like, okay, I go outside, people show me love, but that song was like a year ago, you know, or like I go outside, I'm getting all these women, all these numbers, but like I really ain't been making money this past like 3, 4, 5 months. So you gotta really G-check yourself and hold yourself accountable. And like I said, I think it's happened to me a couple times in my career, whether it was in 2017 or 2019 or 2021, where I had to like sit back and have the meeting where you're like an alcoholic.
The AA meeting.
The AA, I had to have an AA meeting with myself, not in alcoholism,
Yeah,
but in the
get
sense
that.
of
Self-reflection.
and not in the sense of what's the word you said?
Comfortable?
Comfortable. Yes.
Yes.
So, in a sense, not in the sense of alcoholism, but in the sense of being too comfortable with yourself,
Yes.
with your life at the moment.
Yeah.
So I think it just takes accountability, because it's so easy to enjoy. You know, there's days where I'm sad. I'm like, let me leave the house, because I know as soon as I leave the house, the world will tell me false truths about myself. Because when you go outside, people love to hype you up, especially if you're like an entertainer. They love to hype you up, and they'll hype you up on shit you did 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, it's very toxic.
And then you know what's crazy is that you typecast yourself. You know, you almost become like a caricature of yourself.
Yeah.
Like you're stuck
Yeah,
in that
yeah.
box.
Yeah, and you don't even like the person they're referring to. Like, you're not even that person anymore.
No.
But yeah, it's crazy. So that one, for me, I just try to keep pushing myself. I try to keep pushing myself out the comfort zone, because the comfort zone it's so easy to create a comfort zone, because a lot of things you start, they are uncomfortable, and then once you do it, it becomes quickly comfortable. And then you can stay in that zone because that's what you wanted at first, but then you don't evolve.
Especially if it's tied around your brand.
Yeah. Or just anything. I feel like anything is uncomfortable to do for the first time, but then once you do it, it either comes naturally and it works out, or you do it 2 or 3 more times and then it comes naturally and it works out. So the hardest part is to get out of that comfort zone that you originally wanted to be in, but now move to the next thing.
Have you ever felt any resistance when you've had a shift in your brand because you
Resistance in myself?
No, with your audience.
Yeah.
Where you're like,
all
you
the
know
time.
what, I did that.
All the time. They tell me straight up. They like, why? What are you doing?
What was it?
When I left to do radio,
Yeah.
I mean, I think 50% of my fan base was like, what the fuck is this? Like, why? Like, what are you doing on radio?
Yeah.
I remember when I went to do, sometimes when I do like the influencing stuff, they like, you know, I hear different conversations about why you do influencing, or, you know, I feel like people attach themselves to what worked for them when they found you. Like, so what they liked about you when they found you, that's what attaches to them. But they don't understand that the thing that they liked about you when they found you could possibly be.
Oh, and then you hear you've changed.
Yeah, exactly. You changed, or you're not the same.
Yeah.
And it's like,
you know,
what
am I supposed to say the same?
Yeah, it's like what are we basing this off of? You know, because sometimes people see a musician and they like the style of the song he did, but that was probably a one-time thing, or maybe that was 20% of the genres of styles he can do. So for me, I'm a big fan of like, fuck it, let's find out. Like, I really loved, I hate being the coulda, woulda, shoulda guy. I do not want to live my life on what ifs. So I'd much rather like fail and try than to not try and fail. So for me, I'm a big fan of like trying it and figuring it out. And I'm a big fan of like new information. Like, feed me the new information and then I'll see if I like it. But like, don't constrain me to not even receive the new information. But I appreciate the data that I get after failing. Because if you fail at something, at least you leave with some sort of new data. If you don't even try it,
that you can carry forward.
If you don't even try it, you don't even have no data. So like, it's like you failed, but worse. With no data. So I enjoy trying, failing. Okay, I failed. At least I got some free data. Because that's free information.
It's a good way of looking at it.
Yeah.
It's a really good way of looking at it. It's such a positive way that you put it.
Yeah.
You know, if you think of failing, which is, I mean, it's devastating.
It is.
But if you think of like, oh yeah, I mean, and you know logically,
the likeliness of me getting it on the first try, come on.
Do you know what's crazy? So it's, I find myself sometimes just really interesting, if I can say that about myself. So if I'm learning something that I have never tried before, I'm all in, because it's like I never studied for this. So
expectations are very low.
Very low. And then if I end up exceeding more than you think, it's like, I'm
the
gonna
reward
carry
is even
forward.
higher than you thought.
So the thing is, when it comes to like drawing and painting, I know it's a gift that God gave me.
Behind door number 1. Hey, babe, you did not have to bring me flowers. Lord. Damn. This is so lovely.
It's so cute.
Going crazy. Yo, this episode is full of intermissions. This is an episode full of intermissions. The doorbell rang, I was like, who's this? Yeah, what's going on?
I was like, I even ignored it. I was like, you know what?
Give me some flowers too, man. I want some flowers too. Man, appreciate it, brother. Like, I got the flowers.
So, where were we?
Nah, we can't let that slide. We can't let that slide. I'm sorry. So your boo just pulled up. Brought you some flowers. Tell me about it. What's going on? How's it going with that?
It's good.
It's good?
It's the 10th episode and you know that.
Oh, you turned into the color of your hair right now.
I know. I'm even feeling hot.
I see that. Rang the doorbell to his own crib. Got your ass. That was a smooth move. I was like,
I did to my own.
Yeah, he could have walked in. Nope. You got to open the door.
I wanted to open and he was so pissed off. It was like, again. It's so hard to like, no.
I'm smitten. I'm blushing myself. I'm just like.
Yeah, I see you chicks are getting a little
flowers? No. Girl, you got yourself a good one.
Oh,
dude. Nah, continue.
Focus on creativity, bro. Just focus on creativity.
Where the little flows at, man?
Little flows and friends, I don't know.
Yeah. You don't want kids?
I do.
When?
I don't know.
Does he want them now?
I don't know.
You don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
You never talked about it.
Of course I do.
So how you know?
You think I'm going to tell you?
You have selective memory?
A little bit.
Okay.
Selective amnesia.
Wow. That's
It works
funny.
out
It's funny you can
conveniently.
remember about selective amnesia.
Yeah, no, it happens all the
Like
time.
I've never seen somebody remember about selective amnesia because you should have amnesia.
Well,
but
this is the first time,
it's
yeah?
selective.
It's like selective hearing. You choose when to hear or not.
Huh?
Selective, yeah, exactly.
All right.
That was kind of
Yeah,
cute,
thank you. That's a good clip.
So, yeah, so God, I know, right?
Yeah, serious.
I found myself like usually with a creative block, and that's really frustrating. And I wonder how you deal with that too.
Well, I used to be that person that
I was
like.
wondering where this was going.
Yeah, I
just
know.
found my way
I'm just
back.
thinking about Giddy as well. I know. I'm just thinking about a light-skinned man in my brain. But like I used to put a lot of pressure on myself creatively, like to produce like what I in my eyes was top tier quality product.
Yeah.
But then I realized like I'm really tripping about an ad lib or a background vocal that nobody really would even notice. But in my brain,
Oh, I noticed.
like the
actually.
way you was trying to do the setup and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But really, it's just in your brain. I mean, of course, there's the 2% of people that will hear those little knick-knack paddywhacks in the back.
Yeah.
But in general, nobody really cares.
Yeah, majority of people
Nobody
don't
really cares. So
yeah.
so I've gotten to a part in my life and my career where I'm just trying to create without too much expectation and just enjoy the process of putting it out. Because I used to get to a point where I'd make music and I'd hold it for so long because I'm so worried about what people think, and it took away the fun of putting out the music and just sharing my creative thoughts.
Yeah.
So like right now I'm at the point where I'm just putting it out. I make it, put it out, make it, put it out.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, the way information moves now is so fast.
Yeah.
People really don't care. You make a trash song, they're gonna care for a week, 2 weeks if there's a video. And with that.
Wait, but in that case, then how do you? Because that's also our issue, is that we're used to this fast-paced content, but as an artist, because you're quite like you're three-dimensional, you're complex, and you have these thoughts, and like you have a body of work that you really want to express yourself, and you want it to be timeless and classic to some degree.
Yeah.
So, in some sense, you're kind of selling yourself short when you release something that's
Isn't all the way.
you know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's just appealing to this fast pace.
Kind of. If you look at it like that, possibly true. But sometimes maybe it doesn't need to be finished.
Yeah.
Maybe like what is a finished product? It's all relative. So I found myself, it became a little crippling when I had finished products, but I wasn't putting it out because I'm thinking in my head it's not a finished product. So now I just look at it like, what is a finished product? Like if the producer says he likes it, if I somewhat think I like it.
Are you a perfectionist?
I am. I used to be, but I still am. But now I'm dumbing it down to a level of maybe less toxic perfection. Because you can be like a perfectionist, but it's like toxically
And then
perfectionist.
you don't release anything. You don't end up doing anything.
Yeah, like I'm just trying to be a perfectionist to a level of, I guess.
Maybe you have a high standard for yourself.
I have a high standard for myself.
And whatever you put out is a good representation of who you are.
Yeah, and even if it has flaws, we have flaws.
Yeah.
Like I'm not perfect. My song shouldn't be perfect.
Right.
That makes no sense for me to not be perfect, and my song isn't perfect.
Yeah.
If I'm perfect, the song should be perfect.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of just enjoying the space of just like creating without any expectations, because you never know what's gonna go. Like what I've realized in this day and age, you never know what's gonna go viral. You never know what's gonna pop. Like you really never know. I see so much content that I put out that goes viral. So much content I put out that should have went viral. I thought we were gonna go viral.
Yeah.
And didn't go viral.
Yeah.
So I'm at a point where I'm like, I don't know. Like I do not know. Now I just know the only way to go viral, or the only way to create something that will now go to the masses and blow up, is if you create it and put it out.
I think for me, maybe my guideline when it comes to the work that I put out is as long as I'm being true to myself.
Yeah.
Like.
And as long as you enjoy it.
Yeah, there's. What am I gonna say? Okay, so there's one episode that I released, and I watched it, and I just felt like, I mean, it's not that I was being not genuine, but there's some views that I
You said some things that you really wouldn't have
shit,
usually
there's
said.
something in my eye.
I think I've been looking at it the whole time.
Is it gone? So this episode is hilarious.
I think it's gone though.
Every time I'm serious, I want to say something.
Yeah.
It's like something.
You got your eye. I see your eye. Like you've been trying to get it out low key while you keeping a thought. I'm like, wow, that's super professional.
So there's one episode I remember. There's something I said, and it felt like I was lecturing.
Yeah.
People.
As you were watching it later.
As I was watching it, and I was thinking, but you don't have much experience in that.
But that's data though.
No, but I know. But you see, when it comes to this, I want to speak from my experience because it is true to myself. Anyway, so my guideline is as long as I'm being true to myself.
Yeah.
And not to say in those instances, I'll still put it out, but it's more for me, like you're saying, it's data, right? It's like, okay, maybe next time don't do this. Maybe do it in a different way in that case.
Yeah. I mean, for me, like, that's free information. Because now you watch the podcast, you see, okay, I was blabbering mouthing a little too much about some shit I know nothing about. It's never comfortable to learn things about yourself you don't like.
Yeah.
That's not a part of the process
I
of
looked
comfortability.
at it, I was like, who gave you the authority to speak
the
like that?
audacity. Yeah, but
and I was telling people,
I do the same thing though when I'm listening to like some of my songs. I'm like, ew, like what? Why would you say that?
You feel that too?
Yeah, or even podcasts or whatever it is.
And when you're trying to be so like profound.
Yeah.
Trying to sound smart.
Just capping. Yeah, because I'm never profound, but it's cap. But yeah, when you're trying to be it, for sure. And I feel like, because of the internet, people are so scared of taking L's and making mistakes because it's on camera.
Yeah.
It's replayable. It's never going away forever.
Yeah.
Till you die, your whole family lineage dies, it's still going to be there.
Yeah.
So with that being said, that's a little bit of pressure, It's kind of heavy to think about.
Yeah.
But if you don't think about that, then it's like,
what are you gonna learn?
Yeah, you know, we can make more juice out of it.
Yeah.
So that's the space that's the space I'm really trying to like just exist in because it's gonna happen either way.
Yeah.
Or it's not gonna happen either way.
Yeah.
So like whether or not you do or don't do it, you're either setting yourself up to have no opportunities or setting yourself up to fuck up your current opportunities. So let's just go for it and fuck it up. Right, Willington?
Right. Yes. Whoa. He's never been so enthusiastic.
So profound. That's Barak Jacuzzi being profound right there. Thank you.
When you put out this project, whatever it may be, you're excited.
Yeah.
This is the best thing that you've created.
Yeah.
And then you put it out there.
And people say, this is trash.
And it's met with criticism.
Yeah.
How do you deal with that?
I go to the club. Pop some bottles. See some pretty girls. Let them hype me up. Go home.
But
get sad all over again.
Oh, shoot.
Yup. Then we repeat that for a couple of days, and then we get out of the funk, and we get back into the lab.
No, there has to be a process in between. Where
that is the process.
You lie.
So I put out a project that I worked super hard on privately. Then I publicly release it to be publicly told by the public that this is trash.
Yeah.
You think I'm not going to go turn up for a week, go on vacation, and come back and just try again? That's the way, personally, that's how I cope. I like to go out, have fun, like mass amounts of fun.
But isn't that coping? Are you not dealing with it, or
it's a process. Maybe I'm not dealing with it in the best way, but I'm dealing with it.
Okay.
In some way.
So when you're done with that whole like turning up thing, is it not?
What did I learn?
Yeah, or is it more? Yeah, exactly. What did you
For
learn?
me, it's like to distract myself from the depressions of the reality of life. Yeah, I'm not saying it's gonna fix the situation. But it's definitely gonna put some glue on it for a little bit till I get home.
What if the bandage comes off?
It's always gonna come off.
And then now, how do you deal with that then?
That's the answer you wanted, huh? That probably call my mom.
Okay, good.
Have her pray for me or something. You know what I mean? Probably call my mom.
Okay.
Have her encourage me. And then get back to it.
And your mom is super supportive.
Oh no, my mom, that's my
well.
dog. You know, my mom, we're really close. We're really close. We've
Yeah.
always been really close. And I've always been like the outspoken sibling.
Okay.
So like I've never been the one to like shy away from the true person I am.
How many siblings do you have?
I have 2.
Okay.
I have a sister and a brother.
Right.
Yeah. I'm the baby.
You're the baby.
Yeah. So me and her.
I'm the baby too.
Yeah.
No, I lie.
Oh my God.
This is not. I always
Did you forget?
I did. No,
Let's talk about it.
No, it's okay.
They passed away. Or?
No. That's so morbid. No, she's much younger than me.
Okay,
She's like
okay.
6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I forget.
Same mom, same dad?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same dad.
Same dad.
I'm about to say, pops don't ever stop. We can go till we die. Like, we can be like on our deathbed, 98. Yo, you got a fucking 6-month-old from that damn, your goddamn chiropractor session in Guatemala. Damn. Yeah, me and mom were really close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she supports you. She like
Yeah,
prays
definitely.
for you.
Yeah, definitely. She's a prayer warrior for sure. I wake up with anointed oil on my face all the time. Like I wake up and be like, "What is that?"
Yeah,
and
I
then
used to feel that too.
Yeah, and then
especially like 3 a.m. I'm just seeing.
Nah, this is like 6, but she's been up since like 3 for sure.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but my mom, we're super close, and she's pretty much been there for my whole career. Like when I was throwing parties as a kid, she would be there taking money at the door. Like I'm talking about like 11.
What?
Yeah. Barak, why are these women dressed like these?
What?
Yeah. Girlfriend problems. Like my mom is my wingman for sure.
Wow.
She's my best friend.
Yeah.
For sure.
So that's how you deal with like the whole.
For sure, because the world makes you feel so small, like.
But I keep saying this.
You know-
Actually, Gigi
what?
was the one who told me is that the world has a way of testing you if you really want it. You remember what you're talking about? If you like something,
Or you
it's
love
just
it.
or you love it. The world has a way of testing you. Do you really love what you're doing?
For sure.
Or
sure.
is it that
You don't remember when my ex-girlfriend bit my leg?
No.
You don't remember that? Wellington, you remember that?
What happened?
Man, she bit it.
What do you mean? So much.
You mean what happened?
I
My
don't
leg
know.
was bitten. I was at a concert. I was performing at a conscience concert, and then she bit my leg. But it just went viral.
When was this?
This was 2020? 2021?
I don't know.
2020? Maybe 2020.
COVID?
Yeah, COVID. No.
Okay.
COVID.
What did you do?
What did you... What? I got bit.
Yeah, but what did you do that you
All
got
right,
bit?
I was talking to some other shorty, but that's not besides the point. I was in the right jurisdiction to do that. It's just that we didn't handle the situation. I say that to say this.
What?
That it will test you. The industry will test you.
So
and
she
it's-
tested-
Yes. She didn't really test me. I was used to her doing some crazy stuff. It's just that now I got caught on camera, and now the industry got involved. And once the public is involved, that's really a test.
Yeah.
Things happen in private all
How
the time.
do you deal with such things?
Yeah.
right?
So I had to actually test myself and figure out if I like it or I love it,
With the being bitten on the leg?
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Oh my God,
I
Barak.
love it. I love it, man. Ah. I got a tattoo over it. I still kept the bite mark though.
You lie.
Not like it's a spaceman holding like a ring, but like the ring is the bite mark.
You
But,
have to
like,
show
I
me
kept
off
it.
camera.
I will.
That is.
I kept the bite mark there too. Like I love it.
Is she okay?
Yeah. She just had a baby. She's doing great.
Okay.
We're really good friends still.
Okay, good.
Because we obviously look back like, man, we was wilding.
Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah.
well.
So we have a.
I'm
we
shocked
have,
that I didn't even know, but I'm not really.
Yeah,
much into-
you're not into that. You're into the Hogwarts vibe.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Kind of creeped you out a little bit.
Nah, it didn't creep me out. I was more shocked that someone so paying, who doesn't look like a nerd or a dork, would be such a nerd or a dork
No, I feel
like you.
mean.
It's very misleading.
Yeah. I think I am who I am. I like
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
like.
yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, I thought it was an ad, and then you're like, no, this is actually the.
Yeah,
the
I was
screensaver.
about to go into the whole thing until you said, "Who's that?" I was like, "You
Yeah,
don't know who Dumbledore is?"
Yeah, like when people ask me who do I look up to the people like Nick Cannon,
Yeah.
Ice Cube,
Yeah.
Diddy,
Yeah.
50 Cent,
Yeah.
Donald Glover, people like
I
that.
can
Like
see
that.
Donald
That's
Glover, yeah.
That's the real Barak that I want to be. Right now, I think Barak looks at people that think of Barak. They think of like, I don't know, like a rapper or maybe like some. I don't know. I actually don't know because when I name the people that I look up to, people like, what do you mean?
Oh,
like
really?
in which way? Yeah, people don't usually see it.
I mean, I when you said Donald Glover, I that made sense to me.
Yeah.
Quite a bit actually.
Yeah. So for me, I like those all-rounded
Yeah.
type people.
Right.
Even sometimes I say Bow Wow. They're like Bow Wow.
Yeah. Okay, that one I'm kind of.
All right, I mean, but hear me out. Hear me out. Like he did like Mike. He did he killed the rap career by the time he was like 15, 16, 17.
You mentioned Nick Cannon.
Nick Cannon.
Wild and Out.
Wild and Out.
I would see you doing Wild and Out.
Of course. I'm working on a couple different things. It's just so hard in
really
Nairobi.
is.
In America it's not easier, but when you get the opportunity, the rewards are much better.
Yeah.
Here, you know, in TV, I don't know if you know, but in TV it takes so much longer to get a TV show up and running. And then
but dude, you don't need TV right now.
Well,
You
of
know that.
course now you don't, but TV still does hold weight.
It does. It does.
Like it still does hold weight, and for me it would hold weight because it would be production costs gone.
Okay.
Right? If I don't already have
if you're looking at the business.
if
side
I
of
don't
it, that
yeah,
makes
if I don't
sense.
have a private sponsor, like let's say if I'm doing it on YouTube, to find a private sponsor to fund a TV show concept, it's a lot harder.
Yeah.
Like you'd much rather get a private sponsor, shoot a pilot, and then pitch it to Netflix or TV shows. So 2025, I got like 3 or 4 bets that I'm betting on.
Okay.
That are like, this is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm betting on this to work. If
Yeah.
it doesn't work, all right, 1 down, 3 other bets left.
Okay.
So I never let anything hold me back, but I do have certain things that I like know it's gonna work out when it works out.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so I get it. It's not just something that you want to do quickly. You have to really
Yeah,
like,
yeah, exactly. There's certain things that
put
you
seeds into
Yeah,
it. and-
yeah.
Okay, I
yeah.
get you. I know. So, music.
Yes.
You said that you are releasing an album really soon. Full body of work.
Full body of work. It's called V&M.
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 It's a joint project between me and an unnamed, undisclosed. There we go. Undisclosed female artist. Yeah. It's like a Bonnie and Clyde story.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Ooh, so would it have like some storytelling?
Skits, the whole shebang. Sex, drugs,
Yes.
robbery.
Okay, maybe not to the latter, but yes,
Nah,
storytelling.
everybody has sex.
I know. Okay, well, I guess.
What? The alcohol brand's gonna drop us?
No. No. But yeah, I'm no. Especially
Nah.
to
But
the storytelling.
it's all the facets of life, especially in it's a Bonnie and Clyde themed
Yeah.
storyline. So
Yeah.
it's like love, hate,
Yeah.
action, drama, all that.
Yeah.
And so it's gonna be a lot of fun. And the first 3 videos is like one long video. So it's like part 1, part 2, part 3. But it's the first 3 songs.
Yeah.
So it's like and I don't know if we'll do any other videos after the first 3 because I feel like it'll pretty much
Encapsulate
the whole album. But it's definitely gonna be like a movie, like on some Michael Jackson shit. Like
Whoa.
it's crazy.
Have you started shooting or not yet?
We're just finishing up the last bits of dates and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But everything's ready.
Oh wow. Do you
Yeah.
wanna tell us the dates or that's still under wraps?
It was supposed to come out November 4th, but
Okay.
I think we're a little late, so it'll probably come out sometime in November. Hopefully for my birthday. My birthday's
When's your
November
birthday?
21st.
November 21st.
Yeah,
How old are
so-
you turning?
32.
Oh boy. I just turned 31.
Jeez. What are you, 93 baby?
No, 92.
92. When's your birthday?
September 22nd.
Oh, okay. Oh, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy motherfucking birthday.
Thank you, man.
30?
1.
31? Okay.
Watch this next video. It's
I don't get it. I don't get it actually. I'm just capping.